Greetings once again from Eastern News 24. I see the bike and konye chiri. Yes, Elokwa. The Diko City. The bike no tell no Zia Eastern News 24. Because Tontina na yabo update Tajimakia. We be nido ako no bossing katana Eastern News 24. Alright, this is about according to the Biafran activist with Yabozi, as he quote. Breaking news. Troubles in Finland. ICC order for immediate arrest. Mazi Simon Ekpa wins big as Asolok in panic shut down embassy. Hear the news in details. All right, updated Jimakia we be no bosoro chinkitabo according to the Biafran activist who there bosiri akwukwo odinukumpa malaika ige before Jimakia we bia ige say big kabalo reati anifa ni no kuniru akwukwo. All right, over to you, sir.
Is as bad as we can call it. Is the worst. It has gone out of hand. Every day you wake up in the morning, 200 people kidnapped, 5 killed, 200 killed, Christians murdered, herdsmen with guns, everybody killing, coming from the north to kill. The worst part is that United Nations Security Council has an assistant secretary general, a lady by name Dr. Mohammed Amina, who comes from the same region, the same country. She has never even put up a word to the United Nations Security Council about the human rights abuses in Nigeria. The 5 permanent members and several European countries are doing business with Nigeria. They have never sanctioned Nigeria. I've not seen any document sanctioning Nigeria signed by so many of these countries. We've seen murder, defilement, rape, abduction, kidnap, banditry, killing Christians for the sake of a religion, herdsmen armed by the government, the army in Nigeria killing people. No European country has ever written a statement publicly to condemn the atrocities that are taking place in Nigeria. Our time has come now for us to stand up. How do we stand up? How do we walk? How do we protest? To stand up, to stand against the injustices of these European colonizers. They colonized, they took up resources. They have come back for more resources. Finland looks for resources. President picks a plane and walks around Africa from one African country to another, looking for resources, looking for where he can milk, without looking at the human rights abuses in Nigeria. What was happening in Nigeria, where he has gone to get lucrative contracts of gas and oil contracts, infrastructure, so on and so forth. These same countries with a democracy of 500 years or so allow Nigeria to go into Finland to try to bribe its way, to kidnap people, refoulement, which has been refused by international law.
African wanting to take President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the AU court. They've remanded Tinubu as regards going to court through the office of the AGF, Fagbemi, through the AGF office, Latif Fagbemi, and they've said, the president and Nigeria as a country should come and explain what the injustice they've perpetrated on the people of the southeast and also the middle belt. Also take as regards the Pan-African through the president Fortune and Charumbira taking Nigeria to AU court.
There has been an alliance with a Biafran government in Nigeria for a very long time, and they are one of the recognized powerful forum or agency or institute, let me put it that way, that sees to the recognition of fundamental human rights and the privilege for people or for indigenous people seeking self-determination. And they are also very important in this part of the world in Africa because of the role they have, prominent role they have played, for a very long time. So Pan-African Institute, I think, is one of the people that came out to alert the world on the injustice that was going on, and not only within Nigeria or within Africa, but I think to an extent they singled out the Biafran cause of the Biafran agenda, and they have been following it, consistently, especially the one we saw when Simon Ekpa had issues with the Finnish government. The Pan-African Institute or Forum, where the 24 hours was always, and is still with Simon Ekpa, documenting, trying to find out, the position of the Finnish government on the issue that has to do with Biafran Finnish citizen Simon Ekpa. So you can see this agency have continually, issued, a press statement attracting global attention to the issue of Biafra. So I don't know how he managed to single out, Dr. Cho of Amazonia too. These are the ones already on his table. So it's a recognized and institute, globally, known for, what they are doing now concerning people who are being facing extermination, political witch hunt, extreme marginalization, attack, like the one we are experiencing in Nigeria now under Fulani people. So, and they are telling us that the Biafrans themselves do not have right to protect themselves. Is that what the Finnish government is trying to actually say? The way we are seeing the issue they are having with Simon Ekpa in that regard. So Pan-Africa Institute has played a very major role in bringing Biafra to the global world.
Okay, but with this now, do you not think that it's our time the Nigeria government and Tinubu's government retrace their step as regards insecurity here in Nigeria?
There might not be definitely any good result coming out from that angle because it is being suspected. That suspicion is already there. We don't know who that is actually powering the Fulanization agenda, the Islamic agenda, that's going on in Nigeria, the killings, and here, almost all the 36 states of the Federation is under Fulani siege. So we don't know which government, but it became, extremely, a threat since the era of Buhari, Malami, and the rest of them that came into power. APC government, it become, and we can see that, since Buhari came into power, and then when we started hearing about Meiti Allah, all the stuff like that, groups that are associated with Fulanic, activities or pastoral activities as they call it, but actually they are carrying out a killing spree agenda, just conquest to make sure, that I don't know what they intend to achieve with that. So, and you can see the level of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment, to the issue of insecurity. Even while he visited Benue, they still struck, killed, invaded Nigerian military barracks, killed a lot of military personnel there, soldiers there, and you can see. So we don't know actually, whose government is backing who, because these guys can come up with anything, they can pretend at any given time, they can set up anything at any time, So I think to an extent, if we are beginning to have a forceful movement like the Pan-African movement, to bring these people actually to the book. And if there's any way the international community can use such an agency, to actually, bring these people to book, because we don't know the reason why, there's no government in Nigeria. Where people are dying, there's no governance, So bring them to book, like the issue we are seeing now of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and of course Simon Ekpa. So I know Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be regretting at this point in time because what he thought would have happened to Simon Ekpa is not what he's getting now. We know the kind of statement that we are calling coming from his administration as at that time to the extent he got in contact with the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, and all of them were making jubilating that Christopher Musa, Simon Ekpa must fall, and this and that. At the end of the day now, he's facing the court, and I can be rest assured that's victory at the end of the day. So that is the game. That's what it is. But one thing we must understand is this. Now you can't take it away that these men might likely be heading to ICC at the end of the day.
So you don't feel that the AU have got what it takes, to make the difference as regards the injustice in Nigeria?
Yeah, if there's a proper evidence being tendered by institutions like the ones we are seeing now, Pan-African Institute and the rest of them, yes, they can be brought to book. Definitely, they can be brought to book. There's no two ways about it. They can face the consequences. But you can see the way things are now, the way they are doing their things, moving a lot of things, changing directions, and are there, and the issue of corruption, and is the AU former president, he cannot be tried. Then what of those who were engineering your administration to carry out atrocities, very fully aware that even in the Nigerian constitution, people have right to defend themselves? So why are you saying that Simon Ekpa is this, Simon Ekpa is that? Somebody who is alerting his own people on the danger of flood agenda, in Nigeria. Then you simply look for a way to say that it's causing insecurity. I think to an extent, the EU will intervene on this. The international community will intervene on this, and you can see now what they thought. It's not what they are getting in Finland. We see the landmark global victory, celebrated by almost all the major media houses all over the world concerning what Kenyan government did, concerning Nnamdi Kanu, and the same things we are expecting to happen in Kenya, and definitely that is what it's going to be. So it's likely that if they get it right at the end of the day, my brother, we are not far from the truth. This government under APC can likely face ICC.
Simon Ekpa in the Finland court in Latin defeated the Nigerian government, defeated the Finland. We saw a video trending on social media in court how the Finnish parliament are exchanging blows over themselves as Simon Ekpa has met bail condition, yet the government, Alexander Stubb, has refused to let him go. There is a serious heated argument online that the Finnish parliament are fighting over just one person. Who is that man? Which is Simon Ekpa. Pastor, what has come over the Finnish president? What is happening?
What has come
and
over
the Finnish judiciary?
Yeah, what has come over the Finnish government is the influence of oil and the contract, the relationship that they lost through my Simon Ekpa have restored with Nigeria. That is what has come over the Finnish government. But in their judiciary, the Chukwuokike Abiama, the god of the Biafra, has put in confusion. Do you understand that word? That song?
No.
He's putting confusion in the midst, in the camp of the enemies.
Confusion.
Yeah, confusion. Because you cannot see the truth and try to bend it. Mazi Simon Ekpa did not commit any offense. He did not commit a crime. But he was voting against his fundamental rights, because he tried to add to the world, to the people of the world who are taking the case of the killings of the Christians, the Biafrans to be precise, in Nigeria. They are not taking it serious, and he himself is looking for a way to draw attention of the people of the world, for them to take the matter serious, for them to come for the help of the Biafrans. That is what the Simon Ekpa did, which is not wrong. But Nigeria see it as a listen, and they decide to grab a Finnish government. But the God so far, the Bible said in the book of Psalm 24, the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. The God, the Chukwuokike Abiama, who own the earth, who control the affairs of men on earth. And so far, Alexander Stubb is matching the earth. So far, those judiciary are matching the earth. They will continue be in the chaos. Because somebody, say, listen to me, and listen good. The Bible said in the book of Genesis chapter 41, that in 39, somebody was in the prison called Joseph. In 41, Joseph needed freedom, and he has to cause confusion in the camp, in the house of Pharaoh. Pharaoh had a dream that nobody, no sorcerer could interpret it except the prisoner. So they need to free the prisoner for the king to have his own freedom. from the what the dream which he had that was giving him problem.
But pastor, how Samanata has become so influential in Finland that there's a heated argument in the Finnish.
Yes, I have to hit an argument because the God of Biafra, God is with him, just the same way God was with Joseph. Don't you know? That is the same way God was with Joseph. So there need to be confusion. Something need to take place in the cabinet for the freedom of one man.
But sir, what has changed now that Alexander Storm, his ideology has changed? This is a man we know that who have been giving support to Samonepa. All of a sudden, something has transpired that he no longer takes interest in Samonepa's case, and then we've seen that Samonepa is not saying this is not the man he used to know.
Yes, Alexander Storm is a corrupt leader.
A corrupt leader?
Yes, he's a corrupt president, prime minister of Finnish government. Very soon, let Finnish government look very well, so that that man will not copy what is happening in Nigeria here and utilize the economy of that country.
Copy what is happening in Nigeria?
Yes.
What is happening in Nigeria?
Corruption now is because he has joined Nigerian corrupt leader politicians who are influencing. Yes, against his law, against fundamental rights. You understand? Because Nigeria, excuse me, my beloved brother. Did the Finland, the question is this, did the Finland have anything in common with Nigeria before?
No.
They don't have, Abi. Why are they not having it now? If not for corruption.
No, so you mean bilateral relationship?
Yes, they don't have it. But why is that thing coexisting between them now? Because of Samuel Ekpa. The president don't chop bribe from Nigeria. That is why I decided to establish what was not there before to exist now. And that is why you see him behaving the way he's behaving. Yes. If not so, what could have restored them or returned that unity back, which they don't have? And what breaks it before? And why should they use Simon Ekpa? If at all they need to have they need to come back and have a relationship, does it mean that Simon Ekpa should be the case study? Or Simon Ekpa must be the man to unite them? They should have sorted out their differences before now. Simon Ekpa should have been supposed to be different from their case, because Simon Ekpa was not the reason why they cut off the relationship to the point that the Finnish government pull out their embassy. Do you know what it means to pull out your embassy in a state? I don't know whether you get what I'm saying.
Don't you think that is just rumors and then fake news?
But it's no room. That is one thing I hate about you journalists. When I say, you don't need to assume, is it true or not? You suppose, as a journalist, you suppose know this. Did the Finland have embassy in Nigeria? You should know that the answer is no.
Yes, no.
So what are you saying? So they are looking for a way. We have lost this, and okay, since we lost this relationship, and this guy, okay, because Finnish government knows that there are one or two things that are going to benefit. Or what they are benefiting in Nigeria, which they have lost. And now, Nigerian government have promised them a huge benefit, which they are benefiting now. If they can stop this man,
it will benefit like what, sir?
Benefit oil, they are sucking Nigerian oil. You don't know? They have a contract of this thing they are building in Lagos State. They are building in Nigeria.
A power plant.
A power plant. Do you know how much that they are going to make out of that contract? And do you know the huge economy impartation and growth that is going to give, is going to bring to Finnish government? Do you know? So all these things are the things that Alexander Stubb look at. When you look at it, this is a very huge this thing to our economy. So he grabbed it and decided to sacrifice somebody. That means that man is good at sacrificing his own child. But because of money, the earthly things.
But Samanata is not his child.
A president of a country stand as a father of that nation.
Yes.
It doesn't matter the age.
Yes.
Am I talking to somebody?
Yes.
So if Alexander Stubb stand as a prime minister or a president per se of Finnish government, where Simon Ekpa happen to be the citizen, so he more or less obey his son. Is it Tinubu that give birth to me? But being the president of Nigeria, is a father of Nigeria.
But sir, some persons in the parliament are saying Simon Ekpa has not met the required bail. That is why they are keeping him in detention. And some of the parliament are saying he has met the required.
Ndị ba ngwadalo dị na-enedukwu nsi wee gee ya bụ ife wetelu n'ụbọchị uruchi nkịta. Anyị ga-anapụ nnukwu nri ya tinye gbasata maka ebe ife ndị a niile ụmụnne wetara anyị. Gwa ifu nche n'udo nke unu. Ngwanụ ka emesịa na ụmụnne m.